Yes, YouTube, how are we doing? So today is going to be a little bit of a different video. In essence, I'm going to be talking about what the fuck is actually wrong with the fitness industry. There's nothing, well, there's quite a few things wrong with it, and I've got a lot of pieces of paper that I'm going to walk you through in a second. But I want to do this video to basically create awareness for what you're in essence having to fight against at the moment, what you need to be focusing on, what you shouldn't be focusing on. And do you know why I love this video? Because it completely aligns to every single thing that I believe in business, and that is in essence just doing it right, right? Do it right, do it properly, be a good person, know the difference between right and wrong, and if you're going to do it right, right? And that's basically what I have built my whole life on, how I've built my business, how I build other people's businesses, and that's why our company strapline is do it right, right? So for example, right, as a first starting point, one thing that you're going to have to tackle against is fake results. They are everywhere, right? When it comes to mentoring, you have fabricated bullshit numbers which are just fake for the sake of getting a better visual result with cash collected or whatever it may be, even if they've sabotaged someone's business. But you also have a lot of online coaches out there who are repurposing your results onto their pages to benefit their business in terms of the evidence that they can showcase. So for example, when we are looking at fighting against fake results, what you need to do is stop talking about just having the result. You need to really dive into the actual client story, right? So rather than just having, here's a transformation of Joe Blogs, blah, 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 build a story about that person. Look at having a carousel, look at having a testimonial video. Make sure that you can differentiate between what is real and what is fake. Yep. The next one is the big one, what absolutely infuriates me, and that is basically people who are being burned, right? So this has been a massive thing in the mentoring sector recently where a lot of people have been called out in terms of burning people, and I just find it frustrating in all fairness because it has a knock-on effect to everything that we're doing. And I've actually just filmed a video specifically, it's still on the whiteboard over there, which covers different mentoring programs and different mentoring styles, and making sure that whatever you are purchasing is what you're actually going to be going through in terms of your program. So what we've basically got to look at here, guys, is when someone is burned, right, there's nothing that you can do about that situation, right? This is happening for clients. So clients are coming in and paying thousands of pounds for online coaching, but they've just been given a diet and a training program, no guidance, no structure, because there's such an emphasis on this within the mentoring sector where people don't actually give a shit about people's programs and results anymore, just care about making sales. So what you've really got to do with this one, guys, is just don't get too attached to it, right? You cannot control the actions of what other people are doing, but you can control the actions of making sure, do you know what, when someone signs up to your program and they are paying X amount of thousand, which I still want people to be charging top level dollar, you back it up with your actual evidence of the program. You back it up with how you actually support that person. You back it up by being a good person. You back it up by being an incredible coach. And you back it up by actually getting as many people as humanly possible in your company results. So you will differentiate from the shit that is out there where people are getting burnt. The next one is the overuse of AI, right? This is one what I find it infuriating. I had an email yesterday, an email which basically said, have you got two huskies and a hyperactive baby? I was like, what the fuck? I said, like, what AI system's tracking my messages, my Instagram pictures, my stories, or whatever it is, to turn around and create, because that's basically an AI produced email system, which we have as well. But for example, I wouldn't be going to that level of personal detail. It's more about reviewing someone's Instagram or a web page, for example. Right? But for example, when you've got the AI element, people are quite scared about this at the moment. What I will always say is you'll always have left wing and you'll always have right wing. You will have people who will go all the way into it, and you'll have the people who are just going to be completely and utterly against it, right? I'm actually a person who's in the middle where I'll dabble into it, but I'm never ever having my personal brand or my company brand represented by an AI system, and I'm never ever going to focus on just focusing on max level messages, traffic for the sake of just getting shit qualified people through the door, or just, it's just not how I like to do things. But when we're basically looking at this, it's like, think about quality, right? Use it and don't abuse it, right? People are going to be digesting fake client results, right? So I've ripped it up now, I can't go back and say fake client results, right? Fake content. There'll be soon where the videos that you see on Instagram will be based, well, it already is, and you've probably seen them already, but this will become accessible for people where you can, in essence, just have your own AI person creating your content, right? Can that AI ever tell your personal story? Can that AI ever tell your personal beliefs? Can that AI ever really explain things from your perspective? Can that AI go to the level of effort to showcase evidence and everything that you're doing behind it? No. So when you've got people who are going to be smashing AI-based content or AI-based results, what's the one thing that's going to really make sure that you stand out is actually being credible, is actually being real, and is actually going into the deep root cause issues. It's going into the evidence. It's going into everything about you as a person and your beliefs, because that is one thing that a robot cannot fucking do. And just as a bit of a pro tip, that's one of the things that people are actually going to buy into you for as well. The next one is experts. So you got experts in one thing that now, and this is another piece of card in a second, which is basically one of the biggest issues between when I did my education company and my meal prep company. So I had NutriFast and I had CP Education. It was hard, but that was regulated. So that was basically where everything had a national regulation where you had to stick to and you had to hit in order to become that, right? The area that we have now is you can call yourself a specialist online coach or a specialist personal trainer or a specialist mentor without anyone who's going to regulate that situation in any way, shape or form. So what you've got to think about is you're going to be competing against this. What is the one thing that you can do to make sure that you actually are combating against that? Is become a fucking expert. Is become an actual specialist. Right? Substance. People, how long is it going to take before someone that says expert? How long is it going to take until 100 people work with that expert, realize that they're not an expert? They might have made money short term, but long term, the reputation is going to be absolutely tarnished because they're claiming there's something they're not. Right? Be the person who is what they say they are and does what they say they do. The next one is going to be coming in on a high value, so a high price with a low value delivery, right? So I've done a video on this before, and I actually had a fake piece of poo, which I think it is actually flying around somewhere in the office, like a little Play-Doh poo. The coach consultant, keeping it professional. Right, but this is massive, right? The reason that I did that is you shouldn't ever be coming in and selling sugar as shit, or shit as sugar, sorry. That is basically what that is. You are selling something which looks shiny and appealing, but it's actually shit in the back end. That goes completely against everything that I believe in as a person and believe in life. Like whatever you claim that you are going to do, whoever that you claim that you are, just be that fucking person, be that business, be that service, and be that program, right? So when we look at the experts, what I put a minute ago, how long does it take until 100 people buy into that shitty, sugary poo, what I've just spoke about in a second, and realise, oh wait, this isn't sugar, it's shit. So what you've got to do is, if you are selling something as sugar, is make sure that it's actually properly sweet in the back end by going into that effort of making sure you're delivering on what you're claiming. So I've already just spoke about this, so I'm not going to do it again, but basically this is the concept. There's no regulations, right? There's no, you can call yourself and be whatever you want on Instagram, right? It doesn't matter, right? But the difference is, have you got the conviction to actually be what you are saying? Whereas a lot of people out there will claim but not do. This is massive. So the rate of online coaches have come through, the rate of results, so the speed to get someone from their pain to the result is basically become the asset associated with the offering. So my offer is, we provide you with the skills and systems to reach more people, grow your followers, generate consistent leads, and close a minimum of 20 high-ticket clients in 180 days. So I've put down there a minimum of 20 clients in 180 days. 180 days is a pretty fucking long time. I am not going to turn around to someone and claim, right, I'm going to get you 20 high-ticket clients in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, because I don't think that's realistic and I don't know enough about someone's business and situation to be able to make that claim. Whereas there are some things out there where it's like, you are going to lose 20 pounds in the first 6 weeks. Like that type of shit. So you're having to fight against that. So what you can do from that point is, how do you create a complex issue and break it down and keep it simple, stupid, to call out some of these bullshit get rich or get lean quick schemes, right? But you also do need to play the game with that, because if you're not putting an actual guarantee, if you're not putting a guarantee behind what you're doing, that's not going to give people as much confidence. But when you're looking at your guarantee, I'm always based on moral responsibility. If you are claiming something within your guarantee, make sure that you actually fucking deliver on it and make sure that you can actually back that up. Don't just do it just to get people over the line for the sake of it. And then I'm going to put one on here, which is bad role models, right? This is both for the online coaching and the mentoring sector, in my opinion. I'm going to be honest with you. So when it comes to online coaching, you've got people who are preaching health and fitness and routine and longevity, but they are overweight and unfit and not looking after themselves. I just think that's a bad role model. I also think that it's the bad role model in the mentoring sector where people are selling their own lifestyle and saying that someone else can basically have that. I think that's not a good role model. I never ever want someone to work towards my lifestyle. I want someone to create their own vision and their own dream. And I think that a lot of the time, there's a lot of bullshit out there where people are just saying the things that they want other people to hear for the sake of getting them through the door, rather than actually thinking, what do they need, what do they want, and how do they achieve it. So all you've got to do when it comes to bad role models, guys, is if you are a strength coach, be strong. Or like, I've been strong before, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like, or a bodybuilder, fucking look after yourself. If you're doing lifestyle, show that you've got lifestyle. Like, be the role model and motivation and inspiration that your prospects and your clients need you to be. And like I said, my company message is do it right. I'm just going to focus on fucking doing it right. Do you know what I mean? What else can I do? It's as simple as that. So, yeah, guys, so 10 areas in terms of what is actually fucking wrong with the fitness industry. And as you've just seen there, every single one of those areas is compatible in every way, shape or form. It just comes down to how you conduct yourself, how you behave, what you deliver, the results that you get. And most importantly, just do it right. If you're going to do it properly, right? So if you're claiming something, make sure that you can always fucking back it up. That is the bottom line of everything. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please drop a comment. If you're not subscribing, come on, share these videos. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, so please just send it to a few friends and force them to subscribe. And as always, guys, like I really appreciate everyone who does actually watch these videos. And if you want to know more about our company and doing it right and the type of stuff that I've just spoke about in all these other videos, there's a link somewhere around my bio.